What up, guys? Right, in today's video, what I'm going to be talking about is the upcoming fight that's happening this weekend. You've got Anthony Joshua defending his IBF World Heavyweight title against Dominic Breazeale. It'll be quite an interesting fight. It's a step up for Anthony Joshua. Dominic Breazeale's 17-0 with 15 knockouts. He brings that. He has got a punch behind him, and we saw in his last fight. I mean, he did fall on the canvas against Amir Mansour, but he came back and won the fight. And even against Fred Cassie, I thought Fred Cassie won that fight, but Dominic Breazeale still found a way of actually taking the decision and beating him. But Andy Joshua himself, I mean, he is good for British boxing. He brings a different flow. He brings that charisma. He does bring excitement to the division. He's like Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury brings the excitement, so does Anthony Joshua, so it'll be very interesting. I think he is going to be on a rise. The only heavyweight that I think really, the two heavyweights that are going to be a step up for Anthony Joshua are Tyson Fury and you've got the likes of Deontay Wilder as well. I think that'll be a step up for him. But it'll be a very, very great fight and I can't wait for it. On the undercard, you've got Chris Eubank Jr. Facing Tom Duran. That'll be a very interesting fight. I can't wait for that. Looks like if Chris Eubank Jr. successfully beats Tom Duran, it looks like he'll be facing the likes of Gennady Golovkin in September. Now, to push forward for that Gennady Golovkin fight, I've got to give Chris Eubank Jr. a lot of heart and a lot of guts to take that fight with him. But it's a dangerous, dangerous fight. A lot of fighters are running away from Golovkin, and it just shows what Chris Eubank Jr. is about, and he only wants to fight the best, so he wants to go in there and face Golovkin, as he says in all the press conferences as well, that he doesn't fear any man and he doesn't think, there's a chinks in Golovkin's armour, which respect for him to think that, but I can't see any chinks in his armour. I think Golovkin is the real deal in the middleweight division. I think he's definitely a force in the middleweight division. He brings his own excitement, and he's got that punch behind him, and every fight he's had, he's just been destroying everyone. Moving on to Conor Benn. Conor Benn's on the other card. What a great fight that'll be. I can't wait for that. Conor Benn, he's in his last fight, he showed that elements of I can trade with people and I can have it with him as well. So you got to give him his credit for that. And that'll be a very interesting fight. I can't wait for that one as well. You've got the really, really exciting fight. You got George Groves against Martin Murray. Now this fight itself, I think it's going to steal the fight, this one. I think it's going to steal the show because you got two guys that have something to gain. It's a WBA super middleweight title eliminator as well, so they're coming to fight. Martin Murray, Martin Murray, since he's joined Matchroom, he's been on a rise and he's been improving in his game. With Oliver Harrison in his corner still up to this day. You've got George Groves, even though he lost to Breazeale, he came back on the win on the last undercard fight that was on. Definitely he's on a rise as well, and he seems to be doing a lot more better with Shane McGuigan in his corner. For some, the element of Shane McGuigan himself has brought something out of George Groves, and it's George Groves a lot more. He looks a lot more fresher for us, which is good to see. So I can't wait for the undercard itself. It's just going to be a great night of boxing, and make sure you tune in. You've also got Dillian White on the undercard. So yeah, it's well worth it for the pay-per-view. But make sure you all tune in. Remember to subscribe to the YouTube page, Triple B Boxing TV. Thank you.